Does anyone else, like, just not feel like doing anything? Like, I don't feel like doing anything recently. I don't want to go anywhere. Not that I really do, but like, I'm not depressed or anything. I'm not sitting here like, that's not what's digging at. Well, nothing's really digging at me, I guess. Just I don't feel like doing anything, and then the minute I start doing it, like, you try to force yourself to do it. Like, oh, maybe if I just dive into it, my body and mind will be like, hey, we're up, we're going, we're moving. But no, I just go, I don't care. I can't be bothered. I don't know why. I never feel like metal detected anymore. Going for that hike over the weekend was probably one of the most exciting things I've done in a while. But I just don't want to do anything. Like, it almost physically pains me to do something. I don't know why. Can anyone else relate to this?
The collective burnout everybody is feeling right now is insane. I have never seen the vibes so low. Everybody is just so tired, exhausted, overworked, underpaid. I feel like all we can do is laugh at this point. Otherwise, we'll cry. I mean, how is this normal? I know lawyers that are asking around for second jobs. I mean, what's the point of doing all that school if you still need a second job? That's crazy. When did working 2 jobs and having no PTO become the norm? I have friends I haven't seen in months because all they do is work because they have no time off at all. And if you do get any time off, you're expected not to take it. You're guilted into not taking it. And for what? Nobody has any money. Everyone's broke as the next person, even if you have 2 jobs. I can't even bear to look at what gas prices are going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. I hate to sound negative, but man, I have just never seen it this bad. If everyone's this overworked, this tired, and this broke, is it ever going to get better? Or is this the way it's just supposed to be? I don't know. I just feel like this isn't quite what we were promised.
I feel like, I hear that last word where it's not what we were promised. I think that's where the burnout stems from because, like, growing up, and especially this generation that's older than mine, maybe like 10 years older than mine, or actually that's still Gen Z. But anyways, just like older people compared to me, they grew up thinking like, oh, just go to school, get a good job, you're set for life, just work hard, save money, yada yada yada. But then it's so expensive to live now. Jobs don't pay enough to match that. Everyone is struggling, working crazy, and like the American dream that everyone wants or like used to want is like impossible for a lot of people nowadays, you know what I mean? So then that trickles down into my like age bracket to the point where like we're like, oh, everybody above is struggling. Why even try? You know what I mean? And then it kind of becomes all like a dystopian, I guess, or no, not dystopian, a pessimistic in relation to the future. And I guess that is just what it stems from. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, though.
The reason why most of us are so miserable and disconnected from other people and from society as a whole is because we are creative beings that are constantly being stifled by capitalism, by propaganda. We are constantly being told to do repetitive tasks that bring us absolutely no joy or fulfillment. We are constantly being told to fulfill social obligations that bring us absolutely no joy or connection. We are pressured to present ourselves a certain way so that we are more palatable and likable to the masses. And on top of that, we have virtually no free time to ourselves to really discover what it is that we like, what it is that we're passionate about, what it is that we want to pursue outside of our jobs. I'll give you one lighthearted example from my personal life. I have never been interested in learning how to drive or owning a car. I have no desire to operate a vehicle. I personally think that it's extremely dangerous and not worth the money and the maintenance that it takes to keep up with a car.
That's a crazy take, I'm not gonna lie. Because, bro, I love my car, bro. It's really changed my life. But I've also gotten in a crash already. So, within a year. So, yeah, not good looks.
And also, I don't enjoy driving. I don't have great hand-eye coordination. I do not trust myself to be a safe driver. And yet it has been shoved down my throat since I was 16 years old that We are expected to know how to drive here in the United States. We're expected to own a car because that is how our infrastructure is. Our entire country is built around roads, and we can't walk in most places. We have to be able to drive. So even though I have absolutely no interest in driving and I now live in a very walkable city, I am still looked at like there is something wrong with me when I say that I don't have a car and I don't know how to drive. And this is just one of those arbitrary, unspoken social contracts that we have, where we all expect people to do the exact same thing, even if it's not something that they care about, that they're interested in, that they're passionate about. We just expect them to do it because we have all unofficially agreed that that is something we need to do. And that's why capitalism is such a farce, because most people, when you bring up the idea of socialism, of a basic universal income, the first argument that they have to that is that it's going to enable people to be lazy and to not put in any labor or work or effort into our economy. And that's just simply not true, because human beings by nature are creative beings. We are born to...
Okay, wait. I don't know about that for real, because it's like, I do think that if everybody got the exact same thing, there's no really incentive to working hard, you know what I mean? And you work for like 40 years of your life. You're telling me that you're gonna work knowing that you are contributing more than like everyone else in your nation, even though you're getting the same exact thing as them, and you're gonna keep up that same level of like effort for all 40 years of like your working career. I just think that's flawed.
To create. The problem is that we have absolutely no time or space or societal permission to explore the things that we are actually interested in and put our time, our effort, and our energy into those things. So yeah, no wonder we have a population that is so dull and disconnected from one another. We genuinely have nothing to be happy about.
Ooh, you know what? I just realized that she meant that, I think, in like a way where socialism, since you all have a fixed income, that'll allow you to do things that you are actually passionate about and probably excel in that. But then again, there's also the people who are just gonna like do the bare minimum and just bed rot, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm never gonna own a house. I just accepted it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna have a home. I was back in New York talking to my pops. I said, yo, Pop, how much you pay for the house we grew up in Brooklyn? He bought the house in 96. And it's a decent house. It's not really big. It's whatever. It's like a middle class, like 2-story, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. House was $150K. Crazy, right? Now, here's the next part. I say, yo, how much you had to put down for the 150? They had a deal for like first time homeowners in New York City in the 90s. 3% is what you had to put down. I'm like trying to do the math.
Oh yeah, bro. I think that they were giving out like hella deals back then to get homes, cause I remember my parents, they told me that they almost bought like a house many years ago because they were like doing a deal or something. But then it would like cap out the sale price at what you bought it for at the time, so it wouldn't have grown with the inflation. So you're kind of messed up over that. But then again, I'm just saying that because it ties in, because there was also a deal that my parents experienced. You know what I'm saying? I'm just connecting it.
He just stopped me. He said, yo, $4,500. This man paid $4,500 for an entire home in 1996. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna own a home. Like, what? If that was happening, so my pops at 31 and me at 31, he not going band for band with me. You know what I'm saying? He can't see me, but he got a house though. And I tell you this, I'm never gonna have that. It's not gonna happen.
I love my house. I'm going to start off by saying that. I love this house. When I was home shopping back in 2021, I chose this house on purpose. The only way I can describe it to people was that it's a house full of love, and you could feel it when you walked in the door. As soon as I walked in the front door of this house, I knew this was my house. I knew it. It sounds completely insane, but maybe you understand that when I walked in, I knew it was mine. And I do love this house. I love everything about this house. But I've come to the realization that I can't stay here because I can't afford to. And it's not that I can't afford the house payment. It's because there's so much wrong. I got a home inspection that wasn't worth the paper it was written on. And if you look back in my TikToks, I've done videos about the multiple things wrong at this house before. It has just been one thing after another, and the list of things that I have to fix.
That's so sad, bro. You had you had someone inspect it and he did a horrible job. So now, you're so deep into owning the house, then it's just like you're screwed because it's like your house has so many flaws that no way you can afford. You know what I'm saying?
Is tens of thousands of dollars long. And me as a single person with one income, I can't afford to do all of this on my own. And it makes me really sad because when I bought this house, this was supposed to be my forever home. This was supposed to be my, I'm going to be here until I die or go to the nursing home. And I can't afford to stay here. I don't even know what to advise people. Like, people ask me, what do you recommend for people buying their first house? I have no idea because I also have friends who bought brand new homes that have issues. The one thing I would say is to just be financially and mentally prepared for the fact that owning a home can completely financially ruin you. And that's where I'm at today. This house has quite literally bankrupted me. And I'm devastated because I love this house. But unless I win the lotto or marry a rich husband, there's no way I can possibly fix all the things wrong here. So anyway, that's all I got. Happy holidays.
Yeah, that just sucks. I'm not gonna lie. And not gonna lie, those two videos, they weren't perfectly related to the topic, I guess, but I think they tie into the burnout that we're experiencing because for the first guy, he can't afford a home. You know what I mean? He knows that he's never gonna afford a home. And this most recent lady, it's like she looks on the older side. You know what I mean? She had the house already, and then there's just flaws with it, and it just messes you up. No matter what, you know what I mean? And it's just that's another risk and something that you got to stress about when considering making a big purchase like homes. You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro. I feel like that ties into the topic, but let me know what you guys think in the comments on the topic. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.